Mia sat on the edge of her bed, clutching a picture of her mother tightly in her small hands. It had been a year since her mother passed away, but the emptiness in her heart still felt fresh. The house was quiet except for the hum of the heater and the occasional creak of the wooden floors. Her father, who used to tell her bedtime stories and play silly games, now spent most of his time at work or lost in his thoughts. That night, as Mia stared at the photo, a conversation she overheard at school lingered in her mind. Her friends had been excitedly talking about writing letters to Santa. The idea sparked something within her. If they could write letters to Santa and believe he'd answer, why couldn't she write to her mom? Determined, she grabbed a piece of paper from her school notebook and her favorite purple crayon. Sitting at her small desk, she began to write. Dear Mommy, I miss you so much. Daddy doesn't smile anymore, and I feel really lonely. I wish you were here to tell me what to do. Sometimes, I feel like you're still watching me, but I don't know for sure. Are you? I just want us to be happy again. Please tell me how. I love you. Love, Mia. Mia folded the letter neatly and placed it in a wooden keepsake box her mother had given her on her 6th birthday. The box was her most treasured possession, filled with little trinkets and memories of her mom. Good night, Mommy, she whispered as she closed the lid and climbed into bed. The next morning, Mia woke up to sunlight streaming through her curtains. Stretching lazily, she glanced at the keepsake box on her desk. Something about it looked different. She slid off her bed, her heart thudding with curiosity, and opened the lid. On top of her folded letter was another piece of paper. Her eyes widened as she unfolded it. The handwriting was unfamiliar but gentle, as though someone had taken great care to respond. My dearest Mia, I know you miss me, and I miss you too. But I am always watching over you, my sunshine. Your daddy loves you very much, even if he doesn't show it right now. Talk to him. He needs you as much as you need him. I left something special for you and Daddy to find together. It's a part of me, and it will help you both remember how much I love you. Love always, Mommy. Mia's hands trembled as she held the letter. Was it really from her mom? Or was this some kind of dream? She didn't know, but the words filled her with warmth and a strange sense of hope. That evening, Mia showed the letter to her dad. At first, he was skeptical, but when he saw how serious she was, he decided to play along. It was the first time in months that he'd seen her smile so brightly, and he couldn't bear to take that away. All right, sunshine. Let's see what we can find, he said with a small grin, using her mom's old nickname for her. Together, they began to search the house. Mia's mom had always been sentimental, often leaving little notes or surprises for her family, so the idea wasn't entirely impossible. They started in the living room, combing through drawers and photo albums. Then they moved to the kitchen, where Mia found an old recipe card with a note scribbled on the back. To my sunshine and my love. Always follow the light. Her dad's eyes welled up as he read the words. She always said that, he murmured. What does it mean? Mia asked. I'm not sure. Let's keep looking. Late that night, they searched the attic, a place they rarely went since her mother's passing. Dust motes danced in the beam of their flashlight as they sifted through old boxes. Finally, in the corner, they found it. A small wooden chest with Mia's name carved on the lid. Inside was a treasure trove of memories, photographs, letters, and a journal. Mia's dad picked up the journal, flipping through its pages. Each entry was filled with her mom's thoughts, dreams, and love for their family. One entry stood out. If you're reading this, it means I'm no longer with you. But know that I'll always be in your hearts. I have one more surprise for you both. Mia, you have an older sister. Her name is Lily, and she's been waiting to meet you. I hope you'll find her and show her the love we've always shared. Mia stared at her dad in shock. I have a sister? Tears streamed down his face as he nodded. Your mom. She always wanted to tell you when you were older. Lily is from before we met. I didn't know if I'd ever find the right time. We have to find her, Mia said firmly. Over the next few weeks, they searched for Lily, eventually finding her living in a nearby city. The reunion was emotional and joyous. Lily, who had grown up feeling like a missing piece of her own story, welcomed Mia and her dad with open arms. Together, they shared memories of their mom, creating new bonds that began to heal the wounds of the past. One evening, as Mia sat down to write another letter to her mom, she smiled, knowing that her words had somehow brought their family closer together. Folding the letter, she placed it back in the keepsake box. "Thank you, Mommy," she whispered. "I love you."